beautiful people of the world. Today I'm coming at you with another video, and this one is conspiracy theories. Know a lot about me, but if there is one thing you guys should know is that I am a big scaredy cat. I don't watch horror movies, but I am actually kind of interested in conspiracy theories in small amounts. So I just want to share with you 3 that I thought were very mind-blowing and very scary. Number 1, the Rugrats Theory. Okay, my friend told me about this one, and when I heard her talk about it, I just peed my pants. I just pooped all over the place. I just, right there and then I was in school, she was telling me about it, I just pooped myself. The Rugrats is really about Angelica's demonic imagination and that she made all of the little children up. So, to go into detail, when Chucky's mom got pregnant with him, they actually both died during birth. Tommy was a stillborn, which is why in the show his dad is really weird, making toys for the child that he was supposed to have, and everything he does is for his son. Okay, this is what fucked me up. Okay, so the DeVilles, the mom got an abortion, so Angelica, not knowing the gender of the baby, just made them twins, a boy and a girl. So the reason why she made up all of these kids in the first place is because there was no way she could deal with it, because she had a non-existent relationship with her parents, so the only way she could deal was to make them all up and pretend like everything was okay, making up the lives that they should have lived. So her real mother, she was named Cynthia, but she died from a drug overdose, so that is why she called her doll Cynthia, and she always carries her around. And it's kind of weird, like, you know how she has like that stick-up head? I was thinking maybe that's because she was a heroin addict and that's how she looked like towards the end of her death, because heroin fucks you up, people. Don't do it. I said that like I did it once. No. Yeah, so maybe she like cut up the hair because she wanted it to look as much as her mom as possible, which is creepy as fuck. In the Rugrats all grown up, she became a teenager, and she also became a bipolar schizophrenic. Now, she wasn't a kid anymore, so her imagination was really not as good as when she was a kid, so she started taking drugs and heroin like her mom. When the show is cancelled, it's because Angelica dies of a drug overdose like her mom, and Dill was the only kid that actually was not made up, and he was a real kid. But Angelica, because she was schizophrenic, she thought that he was not real, and so she smashed him over the head to make her imagination go away, and that resulted into Dill having brain damage, and that is why he is such a weirdo when he grows up. Okay, this fucked me up, you guys. This fucked me up real good. Okay, let's keep it real here. Let's do a close-up. Let's keep it real. Look. Real tears in my eyes. I have tears. Angelica's friend Susie was her actual friend, and when she grew up she became a psychologist, and she started working with the Nickelodeon team to talk about Angelica and to keep her memory alive after she died, to sort of retell the whole story, but in a children's sort of cartoon way. Bam! Bam! That was like the creepiest one. I don't know why it just gives me the heebie-jeebies, like, girl. The second conspiracy theory is that we are not actually in 2015, we are actually in the year 1740. So this one's pretty crazy because a lot of historians believe this. They've been collecting proof. So this one is called the Phantom Time Theory, in which the years 614 AD to 911 AD did not exist. So the first #1 massive thing going around this conspiracy theory is the Gregorian calendar, which we use today. He updated that from the Julian calendar, which is the Julius Caesar calendar. Julius Caesar. Caesar salad. Caesar salad. Girl. Julian Caesar salad. What? Julian Caesar calendar that was made in 40 BC. So in the 1800s, the Gregorian calendar took its place for one big mistake that Julian Caesar made while making that calendar. It was based on lunar cycles, but every single year went over a bit by a few seconds. Now that does not seem like much, but after, I don't know, a few hundred years, that amounts to a little bit of time. time. So supposedly that little bit of time to the 1800s was 13 days. Now, Gregorian the Pope, I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but let's just go with it. He, instead of doing 13 days, he did 10 days. So that means that about 300 years were missing from his calculations. 300 years? Is it because he knew something? Or so this one is about Tupac and Biggie. Biggie Smalls. Biggie! So everyone knows that Tupac and Biggie in the 90s, they hated each other. But what you might have not known is that there is a conspiracy theory going around of who actually killed two of these amazing rappers. So an LAPD detective points his finger to Tupac's producer Suge Knight. First, Tupac was pending appeal for sexual abuse in jail, and Suge Knight just came out and said, yo, you know what? $1.4 million bail, y'all. $1.4 million bail. You know why? Do you know why someone would pay $1.4 million for bail? Do you know why? Because obviously they had some sort of ulterior motive. And that ulterior motive was he needed him to record some motherfucking tracks for death row, bitch. For death row. Immediately after that, Tupac starts recording his All Eyes on Me record. After finishing about 3 years of his death row contract, he wanted to become an independent rapper producer. Suge Knight hired a gunman to gun down Tupac and murder him. He would get murdered at the peak of his fame, and all the profits, instead of going to his independent company, would go to death row. They made a lot of profits after Tupac's death, which really fits into this conspiracy theory. After his death, they released 11 albums of his. Some went double platinum, some went triple platinum, and his most hit album reached diamond status, which I've never fucking heard in my life. Biggie Smalls got murdered by the same guy because he wanted to eliminate the competition so they would get even more profit for Tupac. So that was my conspiracy theory videos. Let me know down below if you want more, because these are interesting as hell. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I love you all so much. Make sure to subscribe. I post videos every Tuesday and Friday, and I just want to give you guys just that little bit of inspiration to do something great every single day. Alright, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye! I might have been drugged, I might have been, you know, led into the woods and, you know, hand-fed some shrooms or